Welcome to my Minecraft mission, San Diego de Alcala. It was the first mission built in California. San Diego de Alcala was founded in 1769 by Junipero Serra. So the first mission building I would like to show you is my church. So this is where they would sit, and I put in carpet. So this is holy water for people to be baptized with. So yes, and in the church there would be weddings, funerals, baptisms, and also this is where they would worship the dead. Moving on is my cemetery. So this is where the people were buried. And here is a cross representing everyone who died at the mission. So next I would like to show you my bell wall. The bell wall was used by the Kumeyaay tribe, which Kumeyaay actually means people, and the Kumeyaay's land was built on. But the bell wall... And so the bell wall was used for reporting to missionary. It was also used for reporting births, funerals, meal times, and also weddings. Moving on through this passageway is my priest's quarters. It had padres or priests, and padres, not referring to the baseball team, there would be about 3 of them, and they had some workspace here, and one of them would help out with the livestock, and the other would go and help with the religious affairs. This is a storage room with where they would have their clothes, maybe. So the third to last is the courtyard, and the courtyard would have one of the main features, which is the fountain. And the courtyard was just used to sit and relax. Finally, second to last, the workshop. And the workshop was used by the Kumeyaay to build tools. And here's where they would have their axes, their spades, swords, and hoes. So they would have the anvils, and this is where they would sleep. So then there's also another room, and it would be used to mold the metals. And they also had furnaces. Here's also a storage room that they would have, and here would be things to store, so building objects, maybe tools. Okay, and finally is my livestock, and this is pretty much where they would store their livestock. Well, it's the cattle brand, so this is where they would store their livestock. So here are the pigs, the sheep, and the cows, also a chicken. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to press the like button.
Hello, my name is Abby, and I will be taking you on a tour of the San Carlos Borromeo de Carmelo mission. It got its name from St. Charles Borromeo, and it was founded by Father Sarah in 1770, which made it the second mission. It was on Carmel Valley in San Francisco, and it was very beautiful. The first room I'd like to show you is the church, which had a beautiful fountain in front of it and 2 bell towers. It had a part here that was connected to the bell towers, which brought the church and the bell towers together. Then here they would worship and have marriages, and it had many pictures, as you can see, on the walls. And in this side room, people were baptized, so there were people baptized in that room because it is amazing to have baptized people, because the next room, which is more like an area that I'd like to show you, is the cemetery. It has a cross right here, and it was where they buried and mourned the dead. After that, you will see the priest quarters, which was where the priests lived. And it was very convenient because the priests were right next to the church, so they didn't have to walk a long distance when they were trying to go preach at church. After seeing the priest quarters, the kitchen is right next to that, and it is essential to life because it's food, and food is very important to living. Here it had where they would wash the dishes, and then back here is where it would make the food, and down here was where they put the cold food stuff. The soldiers who served this mission lived here, and they were very important people. After showing you the soldiers' quarters, I want to show you the women's quarters because it is much bigger and larger. And it is where the women lived, and there must have been a lot of women because it was very large. After showing you that, I'd like to show you the workshops. It is very amazing because they would make things here, like having the blacksmith over here, and back here they would work with other things, and they also had storage in here. Next, there is a beautiful courtyard, which had another fountain, which made 2 fountains, which added to the beauty. There were many beautiful decorations around the courtyard, but the main purpose of it was to have parties or fiestas and have speeches. Thank you for watching my tour of the San Carlos Borromeo to Carmelo mission. Please subscribe to Hanna EDU and have a very happy day or night.
Welcome to my mission, San Antonio de Padua. I'd like to give you a tour, and the first place I would like to show you is the workshop. See, the workshop is where they made metal bricks to build their buildings, and they always built their buildings. So every day that they built their buildings, they would always build their buildings. And the day after they were done, they would celebrate. And the next place I'd like to show you is, and while I'm trying to get in, I will tell you who the founder of this mission is. The founder of the mission is actually Father Sierra. Now here's the kitchen. Kitchen is where they went to make food, store it, and eat here. As you can see, there is a bunch of stoves, furnaces that they used to use to make. And since the next place I'd like to show you would be the jail. It had a jail to put people who broke the laws of their village. well, more like mission. So after the next place I'd like to show you, the granary. The granary is where they need to grow food, crops, and other things that they would use to eat. And the next place is, you see, there's the water I would use to help grow the plants. And the next place I would like to show you is the farm of the mission. As you can see, they had cows for milk and meat every day. They had pigs for pork. They had chickens for eggs. You see, a bunch of eggs. Next place I'd like to show you is the living quarters. Living quarters is where they went to sleep and put stuff in their chests. And our next place I would like to show you is the church. And as you can see, there's a fountain right in front of the church. You see, in the church, what they would do is every day they would come to pray and learn about God. And they would read the Bible. And this is where babies were to get baptized. The next place. And that is it. Alright, here's a cemetery where they would bury the dead. Actually, the next place I'd like to show you is the priest quarters. And priest quarters is where the priests all came together and to read the Bible and to make up ideas what they should do in church. I always did. The next place that I would like to show you is the view from above.
Hi, welcome to my Minecraft mission San Gabriel. My name is Amalia, and I'd like to give you a tour of Mission San Gabriel. It is located near Los Angeles, and it is the fourth mission. It was founded on September 8th, 1771. One important person who helped found it was Pedro Benito Gambon. Other important people are Angel de la Samara and Father Presidente. They are important because they helped find the mission. The first place I would like to show you is my church. My church is a place where people would get baptized, and this is where they would get baptized. And as you can see, I have a priest in there. The next place I would like to show you is my cemetery. My cemetery is where Father Santa Cruz and Father Pedro Benito lay in their graves. The next place I am showing you today is my bell wall. My bell wall has exactly 6 bells. The bell wall, Pedro Benito helped make all those 6 bells. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bells. The next building I would like to take you is the priest quarters. The priest quarters is where priests hang out and talk and chill out with each other. They have beds so that they can take a break from the church and just sleep. And they have shelves so that they can put their personal items on the shelves. The next place I would like to show you is the winery. The winery was built in
1771 was starting to get built in 1771 and was finished in 1782. These are the grape plants, and this is where the bottles go for the wine, and people can do wine tasting in here. The next building I'm showing you today is the kitchen. The kitchen is a place where Native Americans would go and cook stuff and also eat stuff. Here is the shelves of the kitchen, and this is where they would sit down and eat their food. The final place I would like to show you is the laundry. The laundry is where the Native Americans would go after they would work on the mission. It is where they would go and wash their clothes, and also they would dry their clothes outside. And this is where they would wash their clothes. This is also some fresh water where they would also wash their clothes. And they would dry their clothes outside on a warm day. That was my mission, San Gabriel. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my teacher, Mr. Hanna, down below. Thank you.
Welcome to my Minecraft mission, San Luis Obispo. My name is Deanna, and I'd like to give you a tour. Mission San Luis Obispo is located near San Luis Obispo. This was the 5th mission. It was founded in September 1st, 1772. One important person who helped found it was St. Louis. Other important people are the Chumash tribe. They are important because San Luis Obispo was named after San Luis. One nickname is Prince of the Missions and Mission in the Valley of Bears. First place I would like to show you is the church. The church is where they had weddings, baptisms, and funerals. The second place I would like to show you is the cemetery. This is where they buried important people to the mission. The third place I would like to show you is the storerooms. The storerooms were used for storing important things for the mission. The fourth place I would like to show you is the workshop. The workshop was used for making things for the mission. The last place I would like to show you is the priest quarters. It is important to the mission because this is where priests would rent out rooms to support the mission. That was the mission tour of San Luis Obispo.
Hello, welcome to my Minecraft mission, San Francisco de Asis. My name is Max, and I would love to give you a tour around the mission. Mission Dolores is located in San Francisco. This was the 6th mission of all the 21 missions. It was founded on June 29, 1776. One important person who helped found it was Father Junipero Serra. Other important people were Francisco Palau and Father Pedro Cambone. They are important because they are priests and founders of the mission. The mission's nickname is Mission Dolores. First place I'd like to tour you through is the church. Here is where they would have celebrations and marriages. They would also get baptized here, and they would pray. Here is where they would baptize. They had many paintings, and here were some priests that lived here. There was a cross, and there were many paintings. There were flowers too. Next in line, I would like to tour you through the workshops. Here is where they would store and build materials. There would also be many blacksmiths here. They had chests for storage. They had workshop tables. In there, it was made out of brick. The roof was made out of bricks. Okay, next, I would like to show you. Thirdly, I would like to show you the Padres' quarters. Here, it was just a living quarters for everyone. They would sleep and do everything here. They would have celebrations and meet. They would have lanterns. Here are some villagers that would roam the Padres' quarters. They had paintings. Okay. Nearing the end of my mission tour, I would like to show you the courtyard. Here is where there was livestock, and there were plants and trees and many statues to represent their mission. There were flowers, and there was grass, and there was a fountain too. Okay. Last but certainly not least, I would like to show you the cemetery. Here they would pray, and they would celebrate death, and they would bury the dead. They would also have funerals here. They had many, many graves, and they put flowers to appreciate them. Okay, thank you for watching my mission tour, and make sure to subscribe to Hanna ED.
Hey everybody, this is my Minecraft mission. I'm going to show you, Minecraft mission Santa Barbara. It was founded December 4th, 1786. One person who helped found it was Father Lasuen, and and other important people are Father Sarah and Father Antonio. They built the entire mission. And I'm going to take you to the church first. Here is the priest with his book, and this is where the people would sit for church. And I put some paintings. And over here, this is where you work from the church. You work here. These are where the staff work to make the church. And the next one I want to show you is the kitchen, which is right over here, connected to the church. So the kitchen we use for making food. I have the fridge here, and here are the stoves. The kitchen actually is one of the most used area in the mission. And it is one of my favorite places in the mission because I like eating. And the next one I'm going to take you is the jail, which is right over here. The jail, as I'm getting to it, it actually was for the soldiers, that the bad soldiers that would attack the mission, and the pirates that would attack the mission, and we have a... So I couldn't work the doors, so I just had to do this. So here is everybody that I put in here. And down here I built like a solitary. The next place I'm taking you is going to be the laundromat, which was used for cleaning laundry. Here are the dirty clothes, the washers, and the soaps. This is one of the most important rooms. It's for polishing armor and all of that stuff. And I really like this room. So here, next place I'd like to take you is the courtyard. This is a relaxing place where you can sit and enjoy the flowers. You could really think about something. And I have a lot of flowers here. And finally, the last place I'd like to show you is my workers' quarters. The people that lived here are actually soldiers that went into battle. And there were a lot of soldiers, as you can tell. So when these soldiers went into battle, they were actually going to fight for the mission. I don't really know much on that. And yeah, but there's two more things I need to show you. Yes, the graveyard, it was for people's losses and that never made it out of the war. And yes, this is where their parents or fathers or siblings can come and see them. And the final place I would like to show you is the farm. They had many cattle, pigs, chicken, and sheep to cook for food. The fountain was kind of a diamond shape. And in the middle was water.
Hi, welcome to my Minecraft mission, La Purisima. My name is Taya, and I would like to give you a tour. Mission La Purisima is located near Lompoc. It was the 11th mission. It was founded December 8th, 1787. One important person who helped found it was Father Fernando the Son, who other important people are Father Seria and Father Prayers. They are important because Father Seria was buried under the church, and Father Prayers seeked ghosts and kept you safe around the whole mission. My mission's nickname is the Linear, or Linear. The first place I like to show you is my church. My church was used for bands and funerals. This is where the church master would stay in front of funerals and ceremonies. And then the bands would play right here. That was my church. So the next place I'm going to take you is the Bellwall Cemetery. So first I'm going to go to my bell wall. And my bell wall was used for there was women who needed to go back to the kitchens and work. They would, one soldier or a worker would come in here and ring the bell. Next I'm going to show you my cemetery. My cemetery was used for people who had died. And people who have died, there's my cemetery. And then, next place I like to show you is the tallow fats and the soap fats. So this is the soap vats where they make soap, this tiny cave. And over here is the tallow fats. So they would put an animal in there. Then there was a machine that would kill it, or like a worker would kill the animal and then get the fat out, and then they would make soap out of it. The next place I'd like to show you is my courtyard and my workshops. This is my courtyard. It is an open roof place, and this is where they make tortillas and women do work in the courtyard. My workshops is where men worked. And then there's stuff in that one. There's different stuff in not everyone, but some of them. Men would work in there. Next place I'd like to show you is the pottery in the grist mill. This is my pottery. It has one kind of clay, because they only use one kind of clay. And here, women or men would work in the pottery. The next place I'd like to show you is the grist mill and the kitchens. I'm going to go to the kitchens first, where the men and women would cook. The stove is right there, and then there's a big table. Here is the grist mill. My priest quarters has a big table and lots of bed for priests. And the fathers would sleep in here too. Oh, this is the blacksmith. I would like to show you the blacksmith. This is the laundry room. It was used for women and men to wash their clothes. 2 rooms for my workers' quarters. This is my first one, where workers work. And there's different things like crafting tables in here. Then I'm going to show you my other workers' quarters. My other workers' quarters is a smaller one. It has a fire over there and a fire over there. And yeah, different things. So this is my fountain right here. Then there's these circle for more laundry. And that was my Minecraft mission.
Welcome to my Minecraft mission. My name is Jonathan. I'd like to give you a tour. This is the water fountain that they had in the front. Mission Santa Cruz is located near Santa Cruz, California. It was a 12th mission. It was founded August 28, 1791. One important person who founded it was Father Lesson. The first place I'd like to take you is the church. The church is important because it's where we pray and worship God. This is a cross, and this is where the priests stand and speak. Another place I would like to take you is the workshops. The workshops is where they made stuff like chairs, tables, and beds. The second and final place is the priest quarters. This priest quarters is where they plan out their ideas. And this is where they sat, and this is where they talked about what they're going to plan for the church. The final place I would like to take you is the living quarters. The living quarters is where the priests can sleep and store their items in the chest. And the final place I would like to take you is, this is where they had animals like cows, sheep, pigs, and bunnies. I hope you visit this mission one time.
Hi, welcome to my mission, Nuestra, Senora de la Soledad. My name is Katie, and I would like to give you a tour. Mission Nuestra Senora de la Soledad, also known as the Lonely Mission, was the 13th mission out of all 21, and it was founded by Junipero Serra. We are in the workers' quarters right now, and it was used for the workers to sleep, and they would sometimes hang out in here. Father Fernando took over for Father Junipero Serra, and he was one of the very important people that helped the mission. We are going into the church right now. The church was built in 1832 and remodeled in 1954. This is where they would sit, and this is also where they learn more about their God. The next place that I'm going to show you is the storerooms. The storerooms are very helpful because this is where they put all their stuff in. We are in the priest quarters right now, and here the priests would sleep, and this is also where they would learn to teach the church more about their God. We're in our church right now, and we're actually in it. And in here, they kept the actual bell, and the bell now is a copy of the real one that you'll see if you come to my mission. In the workshops, this is where they would repair all the stuff, and they would use this for their lifetime supply. Let's go to the courtyard, which is right out here. Out here, this is where they would grow all the plants and the food that they needed. And sometimes they would eat out here on a nice day. The cemetery was used for only one purpose. The courtyard was used for many. But we're going to go into the cemetery. And in the cemetery was where they put all the graves for the people that were very important to the mission. So, if you ever get a chance to, I recommend you go to Mission Nuestra Senora de la Soledad because of all these things. Thank you for listening to my tour of my mission, Nuestra Senora de la Soledad. Goodbye.
Hi, welcome to my Minecraft mission in San Jose. My name is Elliot, and I would like to give you a tour. Mission San Jose is located near San Jose, and it was founded. It's the 14th mission, and it was founded in 1797. One important person who helped found it is Father and Fireman Fransisco de Asis.Max M. And the first place I would like to show you is the living quarters. And the living quarters are important because this is where they slept and kept treasures and pretty much lived. And so there's a lot of beds inside here. There's a lot of beds and chests for everybody. And they were pretty tall. And the next place I want to show you is the laundry room, because it's right next to the living quarters and they want clean clothes, so I think we should keep it. I think it should be here. And one area, this is like the water area where they washed and then they just put their clothes wherever to dry them. the next place I want to show you is the orchard and this is where they grew plants, like trees and a lot of different types of flowers. Now I want to show you the vineyard because it's in the vineyard is where they grew grapes for wine, and so there's vines and grapes. And this is the cemetery where they buried people who died or fell. And this is my wonderful church right here. The priest. And so this is where people got baptized and learned the way of the Spanish. There's some pictures over here. All around there's pictures and chandeliers, nice chandeliers for light. They had a lot of windows for more light, and this is just a big thing for decoration. And the next two areas I'm going to show you are by the bridge, and they are the courtyards. And they are by the bridge right over here. So courtyard number 1 is right here. They had a lot of bushes. And this is the second courtyard. And it also had a lot of bushes and trees. Still growing trees. And this next area is the livestock. Some of the animals got out somehow. And they had cows and horses and sheep and pigs, but I couldn't spawn any horses, so I didn't put any horses. And then this little final area is the blacksmith, and I believe the blacksmith should still be in here, hopefully. No, he left. He abandoned us. This is the anvil and the chest and a fire to build on. And that is the end of my mission, San Jose.
Hi, welcome to my mission, San Juan Bautista. My name is Isabel, and I'd like to give you a tour. San Juan Bautista is located near San Juan Bautista City. This was the 15th mission. It is founded on June 24th, 1794. One important person who helped find San Juan Bautista was Father Fransisco de Asis and other important people are Jose Martinez and Pedro Martinez. The first place I would like to take you is the church. The church was important because that is where they worshiped the Lord, used the Bible, and prayed. This is where the priests baptized people. This is where they sat, and there would be paintings on the walls, and there are a lot of spider webs because this is the old church. And in here, if you don't want to get baptized in front of people, you could get baptized in this little room. And this is a villager, and he helps work the mission. And original church, this is a Bible, and this is where they sit down. This is also where they sit down, and they have their own personal Bibles, and this is a bookshelf to find more Bibles, and you could also get baptized right here in front of everyone, and here are little tables. The cemetery is for very important people that died in this mission. Next, I would like to take you to the jail. The jail is for prisoners and people who didn't like to follow the rules or work. See, this is the prisoner because he did not want to work or follow the rules. The priest quarters. The priest quarters is for the priests and for their belongings. It is for them to sleep in, and where they study and where they work, and where they read to get knowledge. And here's the bookshelf, and they have some paintings in the workshop. They also have beds, they have tables, and they have chests to put their belongings in. The workshop is where they make things like clothes and tools. They also make candles and metal and beds and books. This is where they also make things like books and furnaces. And lastly, I would like to show you to the courtyard. The courtyard is for big parties and sometimes dances. Last and final place is the farm. They had 6,000 cattle, 6,004 sheep, 20 swine, and they also had 296 horses and 13 mules. That would be 12,320 animals in all. I hope you liked seeing my Minecraft mission, and I hope you get to visit it at one point. Thank you.
Hi, welcome to my Minecraft mission, San Fernando Rey de España. My name is Nancy, and I'd like to give you a tour. Mission San Fernando Rey de España is located near Los Angeles. This was the 17th mission. It was founded on September 8, 1797. One important person who helped found it was Father Ferdinand Lasuen. Another important person was King Ferdinand and the Native Americans. They were important because the mission was named after King Ferdinand. The Native Americans were important because they helped the priest with the mission. The first place I'd like to take you is the church. The church was an important area because that was where there was baptisms, weddings, and where people came to pray. This is where the people sat, and this is where the priest standed, and that's where he worked. The second place I would like to take you is the bell tower. The bell tower was important because there was 4 bells. But one of them was traded for food in the Russian count. Besides the bell tower was the workshop. In the workshop was where the woman worked. Something that the woman did was weave clothes out of wool. That's where they sat, and that's where they got their materials. The Monjero was like the workshop, but in the Monjero was where the unmarried woman would be kept, and at night they would be locked up. Another place that was important was the priest quarters. The priest quarters was important because that is where the priest would sleep and live in. And this is where they kept their stuff. Finally, the last place that I would like to show you is the cemetery. In the cemetery was where they buried the people who died and who had suffered. Today the mission functions as a museum, and that's the end of my mission tour.
Hi, welcome to my mission, San Luis Rey de Francia. My name is Esteban, and I'd like to give you a tour. My mission is located near Oceanside, San Diego. This was the 18th mission found. It was found on June 13th, 1798. One important person who helped in the founding was Father Perry. Other important people are Father Antonio and King Luis Ajax. They are important because Father Perry led the mission for 36 years, and King Luis named the mission after him. The first building I would like to show you is the soldiers' quarters. Soldiers' quarters were for the soldiers to sleep and be on the lookout if they saw any enemies or any people that they did not know. These were their beds that they would sleep on, and they would have their weapons on top of them, on a case. The second building I would like to show you is the church. The church was one of the most important also. This is the church. This was the aisle that people would walk down, and they would have to open this to go sit down. They would also have a lot of paintings in the church. The church was an important place because this is where people would go if someone would die. This is where the priest would read. This is where the priest would read for the church in this book. And these were the lights back here, and these were the cross. And on Sundays, everybody would go to church. The third place I would like to show you is the courtyard. The courtyard is right here. And they had lots of trees and lots of plants. They also had a lot of sheep and cow. They had about 1,210 sheep and 2,000 cow. The fourth place I would like to show you is the workshops. The workshops was behind the courtyard, and they had armor and swords and helmets because for backup weapons if they could not find theirs or they couldn't use theirs. And this fire pit or lava pit was important to them too because they would have a pole with their initials, and they would put their pole in, and they would use it to mark their animals, trees, and other important stuff like that. And The fifth place I would like to show you is the priest quarters. The priest quarters was also important for the priests to get the rest if they were going to work tomorrow in the church and many other stuff like that. The rooms were very close to each other. They were in the front of the courtyard. And the sixth place I would like to show you is the cemetery. They had many graves in here and many trees. They would just bury. They had about 200 graves. Now the mission is used for a museum. But the cemetery, you could still visit it, and it will still have all the people that were buried a long time ago. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe at Hanna EDU.
Welcome to my Minecraft mission, San Luis Rey de Francia. My name is Gael, and I'd like to give you a tour of the mission. Mission San Luis Rey de Francia is located in Oceanside, San Diego. This was the 18th mission. It was founded on June 13th, 1798. One important person who helped find it was Father Fernando. Other important people are Father Antonio Perry and King Louis V. They're important because the mission was named after King Louis V, and Father Antonio Perry led the mission for 36 years. Other important facts before giving the tour are the nickname of the mission was King of the Mission because it was the largest mission. And the first place I'd like to take you is the courtyard. The courtyard was an important area because that is where the people of the mission went to relax and then garden or just sit down. And this is probably where they had their animals in the courtyard. The second place is the workshops, and they were used to make the weapons and tools for the mission. This is the fire pit that they used to make the tools, and these are water bins that they used to cool the weapons down when they were smelting them. The third place is the priest quarters, and it was used for the priests to sleep in and to stay and get dressed. And these are some of the priests' rooms. Okay. The fourth place in the tour is the church, and the church was used for praying, baptisms, and funerals. This is where the people sat, and this is where the priest sat and talked to the audience. And the fifth building is a cemetery. This is where the people of the mission would bury the people who died. And there are a lot of graves and trees here. The last building of the tour is the soldiers' quarters, and this building was for the soldiers to work in. For the soldiers to get ready and to live in and get ready for war. Okay. Some other facts of the mission are they grew corn, barley, beans, and wheat. Another fact is the mission was an operational base in 1847 to 1857, and there were about 23,532 sheep, 21,010 cows, and 8,000 horses.
It also had 8 bells but in the bell tower, but now there are only 4 bells. And today the mission is used for tour.
Hi, welcome to my Minecraft mission. Mission is named San Francisco de Solano de Sonoma. My name is Andon, and I would like to give you a tour of this amazing mission. This mission's founding father is Father Jose.Elliot W. Jose.Elliot founded this mission on July 4th, 1823. Another person who is very important to this mission is General Mariano. He's important because he was the commissioner of this mission. I would like to show you the 2 of the churches and 2 of the cemeteries. This church is a church that was made in 1824, and it is used for baptizing and praying. This is Cemetery 1824, and it is used for burials and many other things. I would like to show you the other church and the other cemetery, which was made to replace the 1824 cemetery and church because they both got destroyed in a fire. It may be bigger than Church 1824, but it is still used for the same purpose. This is Church 1827. The next building I would like to show you is the workshop. The workshop is located behind the church. It is used for blacksmithery and many other things, including fixing and building things that could be useful for the mission. The next important building I would like to show you is the women's quarters. The women's quarters was used for the women to rest from the struggles of mission life. Another important building that I would also like to show you is the storerooms. You guessed it, it is a room for storing things. Who knew? There's also the bell tower, which is used for alerting people in the mission what time it is, and other important signals. Okay, almost last is the Padres' quarters. The Padres' quarters is used for Padres and priests to sleep and rest. It's important to this mission because if we did not have this, where else would they sleep? Last and kind of least is the kitchen. The kitchen is used for cooking and preparing food. It is important to this mission because without it, the missionaries would have to go and find their own food and kill their livestock. That was my presentation on Mission San Francisco de Solano de Sonoma. Please subscribe to Hanna EDU.